let's talk about child selector, which is part of the combinators. So in the previous video, we talked about the spacer or the descendant selector. So what is child selector? Well, the child selector is used to select all elements that are direct children of a specified element. Well, the child selector and the descendant selector, sometimes they look a little bit same, but there is big difference. So let's see how. So it always depending on the nature or the structure of your HTML website that determines what kind of selector that you want to use. So one more time, I have added one folder called Child Selector, and inside that I have simple HTML syntax here with the same thing, H1. But difference here is that, well, inside this I have line number, let me have some space here, and then some space here, and some space here, to show you the structure of this particular HTML page. Okay, so let me show you right now. Well, we have this particular parent called body, as we discussed before, and we have the individual children, nothing new here. But the key point here, or the takeaway I want to draw attention here, is that look at this div. Okay, you see that we have children inside, H2, the P tag, and I have the folder. Put your eyes on the P tag. You see that inside this particular div here, let me show you div number 1 here, this one. We have, how many P's do we have? We have P number 1 here, and then P number 2 here. So how can we style this particular element? Maybe guessing, well, we can just use P element to style, but this one will also have the same color or the same style because this is also P. But my idea is I want to style only the P's inside this particular div number 1. How am I going to do it? You may be guessing that, well, we can use the descendant selector. Is it possible? Let's see. Okay, because we have the div here. If I say div space P, meaning we are selecting this P and this P. Let's see if it is possible. So let's see how we can use the child selector to select this particular element. So inside this style, we bring in div, that is my target, and inside I bring this symbol called greater than P. And then now I'm going to select that one and say that, well, I want to change the color to red. When I save it, look at something weird going to happen here. Well, when I save it, I have the first one being applied. Why is it so? Well, if I use spacer, when I save it, you see that all the 2 has been selected. Because according to descendant selector, it always selects all the tags or element that descendant of the selected element. Because this div is a selected element, and we have 2 P's, 1 P here and 2 P's here. But this one is not part of this selected element. So this one will be out. That's why this one is going to be selected. But instead we have these 2. But let's say I want to select this one only. Meaning, when we say the child selector, meaning that we want to select, element that is direct child of the selected element. But look here. Inside this P tag here, this folder, this is a child of this div. Because this folder is a child, direct child of this div. But inside the folder here, we have P tag here. So this P tag is not a direct child of this selected element. That is why if you use that child selector like this one, you're going to select the first one because the first one is the direct child of this div. That is the differences. So you cannot use, okay, how about if I use less than here? No, it won't work. If only equal to, it won't work. Talk about maybe logical operators here in JavaScript. That won't work. It's always like this one. So that's the differences between the child selector and then the descendant selector. The next video, we'll talk about what is called adjacent sibling selector using the plus sign in the next video.